The death of a loved one is devastating and always seen as a big loss to any family, society, or community. It is sometimes described as non-permissive occurrence that only God the Creator owns the answer to why it has to happen. Those were words coming from sympathizers and people who traveled near and far to pay their last respect and tribute to the late Queen Hawa Toba, a staff of Radio Broadcasting Commission, Local Kogi State, who died of brief illness on 14 September and has since been buried in her residence in Ganaja, Local Kogi State. The Nigerian Union of Journalists, NUJ, the Radio, Television, Theatre and Arts Workers Union of Nigeria, RATAO, Nigeria Association of Women Journalists, NAWOJ, Rotary Club, Stand Up for Women Society, SWS, church groups, and various indigenous groups are among over 70 associations that witnessed her Christian wake-up and funeral at her residence in Ganaja community, Local Kogi State. Death of Queen Toba was honored with a special candlelight by the Rotarians who took charge of her burial by providing the casket and other supports. Our reporter has more.
It was a moment young, old men and women gathered to pay their last respects to a veteran broadcaster, Queen Hawa Toba. The Christian wake-up and the funeral was well attended by her colleagues and members of her various society and associations. Over 75 corporate bodies, associations, individuals and business ventures sent their tributes to the family. The Rotary Club has a candlelight procession in her honor. The Director General, Radio Kogi, and colleagues in the media also spoke of their experiences with her.
Reliable officer. So we miss somebody like a queen.
Can we just rise
and she takes her duty very seriously. Especially any bit that you post her to, you make sure she mastered the place. Even when she was posted to Muslim zone, she performed credibly very well. So we have lost somebody very dear to us, and we pray that God will console the family, the radio family, and her colleagues. We equally pray that God will give us the fortitude to bear the irreparable loss.
She has a name for me. She calls me Stallon because my name is Sylvester. You don't remember Sylvester Stallon? So we are missing a gem. She has been a friend of all. Everyone is a friend to Queen. Ever since she died, nobody has said anything negative about Queen. We are missing somebody. My DJ just spoke about her. We are missing somebody. We only pray that God should give us a replacement.
She's free with everybody. She's a friend of everybody. She doesn't have any... You can't... No, there is no word that can describe her person, her personality. Yes, because she's one person but many things surrounding her. What I would just say at this moment is just pray that God grants her eternal rest.
That day she was full of life as usual. She was reliving what happened to her when she was sick, how God miraculously saved her. But this one was a surprise. I thought she would just, this malaria or something, we go, come and go. Unfortunately, she couldn't make it. She lost the battle to death. Just like I said before, she fought like a gallant officer, and she died for Christ. I am happy for that.
From her recent association, Stand Up for Women Society, where she was made a state chairperson for barely 3 months, the national president, Barrister Ijadele Adetona, represented by the National Public Relations Officer, Billy Nwogo, said that her coordination and leadership ability she brought to bear on SWS was brief but impactful, saying her immeasurable contribution will be remembered.
The impact she has made even in the state and the national. Our president was like, wow, how I wish God could hear prayer and allow this woman to live for some time. But that's not God's way. She has gone to rest. And I know her impact, positive impact, is a jolly good fellow. Anywhere you have the opportunity to meet with Queen, you must laugh. Even if you are pained, something about her that will make you to laugh and you will forget your sorrow. And that's my prayer, that God will lift every sorrow from the family henceforth, in the name of Jesus.
The Nawaj chairperson, Anne Olurinde, and other community leaders also spoke.
Toba Shaibu is a committed member of our association. Never a dull moment with her. Give Queen a job and go to sleep. You can comfortably close your two eyes and sleep. Queen is a dogged fighter. She's resilient. There's nothing she wants to do that she will not do. The ailment she had before the last one, we were here in the house, Mr. Toba was around. He was always around. It's rare of a man. Some men will not stay with you when you are sick. God bless you, Mr. Toba. The departure of Queen will bring another level of life to you and your children. In the name of Jesus.
I want to believe every one of us here today is a beneficiary of polio. This polio vaccine are given to children. She was so committed to that project, and to God be the glory. I bet to say she was among those that kicked polio out of Nigeria and out of Africa.
She was always ready to give out. She was always ready to contribute to the things of God. She was so jovial. She was so playful with everybody. She never looked down on anyone.
Queen brought me to Rotary Club of Local Jam. When I waited, he stopped by me with all the entourage of Rotary Club of Local Jam with 4-6 cars down to Abosho, with full of respect. This girl, you can never see her without not kneeling down 24 hours. Even you can never find the Queen gossiping you among the women.
From the specialist hospital to her residence where she was buried, people converged in their hundreds to also bid her farewell. Pastor of the Assembly of the Saint Faith Lifting, Lokoja, Reverend Sunday Akpa, charged all to live in view of eternity by serving God genuinely, living a life of forgiveness and submission to the Lordship of Jesus Christ, saying Queen Toba lived an impactful life.
Hebrews chapter 9 and verse 27, it's appointed unto man who wants to die. But after that, what happened? There is judgment. So what kind of judgment are you going to face with God? You think there is appeal? You think there is a judge you can bribe? All this bribing they are doing, when I see them, say these people, they are shadow. They don't know what heaven is all about. Not deceive. And whatever a man sow, that is shall reap. So all you see about Queen today is what she has sown. 1,000 naira from somebody, and you have never given a dime to anybody. So they gave you, and you are not grateful to God. That is why men are caged, men are frustrated. I am here to let you know that Deaconess Queen Toba shared with us as a church all that she had.
Queen Hawa's husband, Toba Olalikon James, shared the moment they had together.
My wife did not die. She did not die. And that is why you see my children, they are calm. Because they know that their mother did not die. They are just passed on to the other side. And God made us to understand that in 1 Thessalonians 4:13, that we should not mourn like people who do not have hope. Paraphrase. We have hope in God. Our hope is not in man. So, and many a times my wife had survived so many battles. So this one, I can't question God. God has done it all. God has given her victory now and then. We want to sincerely say that we are celebrating her.
Queen Hawa was born into the family of Alhaji Shuaibu Amodu and Rekia Shuaibu of all blessed memories on the 11th of March 1975. She was a Rotarian, liberator, deaconess, member and executive member of NUJ and NAWOJ. She was a reporter, presenter and duty continuation announcer at the Radio Broadcasting Commission, popularly called Radio Kogi State, before her death. She was survived by her husband and 2 daughters. Malik Jonah reporting for MLC TV.